Should you update your house before you sell it or leave it as is? Find out on today's Did You Know Show.
In today's shifting market, it is more important than ever to make your home attractive to prospective buyers if you intend to sell it. You may be wondering what, if anything, needs to be done, however, and where you will get the most bang for your buck when it comes to remodeling projects. This is where a valued real estate professional can really assist you and give you some guidance on what would be wise to do before you list your home for sale.
Yeah, this market has certainly shifted from a very strict seller's market more into a neutral market that doesn't favor the sellers or the buyers. So it's really now more important than ever to make sure your house is appealing. And like Julie mentioned, we're going to get into some rehab projects that you can consider doing, get the most bang for your buck.
So Realtor.com and the National Association of Realtors conducted a study and provided us with some statistics that you may find helpful when considering, which renovation projects to do, if any. So what we're looking at right here is a chart which indicates where you may recover the most on remodeling projects. The stats here are pretty good, actually. I'm going to go over the first few. So for vinyl siding, you can expect, roughly to recoup about 82% of that cost. And then garage door and new roofing, you can expect to recoup about the full cost, 100%.
Now what's interesting on those first three items, they're all what? They're all exterior projects, right?
Yes.
So that's like your curb appeal, when your buyers first walking up the house, what are they gonna see? They're gonna see brand new siding of some sort, a brand new garage door, and obviously the roof there. So with the roof, that's a big ticket item. And if your house needs a roof to be replaced, you're going to eliminate a lot of buyers right off the bat from even wanting to make an offer.
Yep.
Because most people don't have the extra cash to replace the roof. So definitely a good return on your investment there. Okay, the next three on the chart here, number one is upgrading insulation. Now, it says you're going to get 100% of your return on the investment here, but this is one thing a buyer's not going to see. So you need a really good realtor to be able to explain the benefits of the brand new installation, maybe in the ceiling and the walls and whatnot. But the next two items have to do with flooring. And flooring's also one of those items that buyers are going to see right when they walk in the house. They're really drawn to the good floor or a bad one also. So according to the study, they say if you put in new wood flooring, you're going to recoup 118% of the value of that cost, and refinishing hardwood floors up to 147% of the cost of refinishing the hardwood floors. And we've seen the effect of nice new flooring.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing that I'm surprised to not see on this particular chart is new interior paint. Just like David said, the floors are very visible. It makes sense that it's a good return on investment there. But you're surrounded by walls of the home, and if they're dinged up or dirty, it's a pretty big eyesore. Painting is actually a relatively inexpensive project to tackle before you list a home. So I do find that surprising, but nevertheless, we are proponents of new paint if it needs it.
I've always said that painting and flooring go a long way. They help really transform the house. I would start there. And another thing that's not on here is lighting. Lighting's relatively inexpensive. It makes a big impact. But if you're considering selling your home, it's super important that you work with a local agent in your area to help you do that. We're here in the Stockton, Lodi markets, all of San Joaquin County, because the local agent can really come into your house and give you an idea what the local buyers are looking for. And compared in your neighborhood specifically, you definitely don't want to over-update your house to where it doesn't make sense to put money into projects that aren't going to pay off.
So hopefully you guys found that helpful. We'd love to know what you think about these 6 common remodel projects that they have listed here. Do you agree with them? Is there anything else, such as paint, that you think should have been on the list? We'd love to hear from you. And thank you again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you again next week on our Did You Know Show.